Today, we're going to be learning how to make nouns plural by adding s, es, and ies. Before we start, remember a noun is a word that names a person, place, or object. And our learning objective is to make nouns plural by adding s, es, and ies. Single and plural. The word single means just one of something, for example, a house or a boy. The word plural means more than one of something, for example, houses or boys. When we make a singular noun into a plural noun, the spelling at the end of the word changes. So, for example, the word house would turn into houses. The word boy would change into boys. For most nouns, s or es is added to the end of the word. But for a word ending in y, we replace it with ies. Deciding which plural spelling to use is the tricky part, and that's what we're going to learn about today. Adding s. To make most nouns plural, we simply add an s to the end of the word. So, for example, in the word zebras, we've added an s onto the end, so we know that there's more than one zebra. We've got the word peas, footballers, and logs. Adding es. If the noun ends in ch, sh, s, x, or z, most of the time we add es onto the end of the word. Like in the word sandwiches, glasses, buses, and boxes. So if we have a look at the word boxes, we know that the word box ends in x. So we know that we need to add es onto the end because it fits into our spelling rule. Adding s or ies. If the noun ends in a vowel, so the letters a, e, I, o, or u, and sometimes y, most of the time we add s. But if the noun ends in a consonant, so letters that aren't vowels, like the letters B, T, or D, and a Y, most of the time we replace the Y with IES. So, for example, in the word baby, we would change it to babies, and we'd add IES, because if we have a look at the word baby, before the Y, we have a consonant. We have the letter B and then a Y at the end. So that fits into our spelling rule of adding IES. But if we have a look at the word key, it has an E before the Y, so it's got a vowel before the letter Y. So we would just add an S onto the end because that fits into our first spelling rule. What I would like you to do now, if you have a look on our class page on the school website, just above this video, you'll find this worksheet. You can either complete the activities on the worksheet if you want to print it out at home, or you can just have a look at the activities and write the words into your book. So, for example, on the first activity, it says rewrite these sentences, changing the words into plurals. So we have a look at the first word, we've got the word cloud, and we would change that to clouds. So in your book, you could just write cloud, draw an arrow, and write the word clouds. but you have to look carefully of whether you're going to add s, es, or ies. If you need a little bit of help, if you look to the side, there are some spelling rules there to remind you of whether you need to add s, es, or ies. The next activity says for each letter, write 3 words where you add s, es, or change the y to an I and add es. And the last challenge, we've got draw 5 pictures showing the change from singular to plural. So I want you to think of some of your own words, change them to plural, and then draw a picture to match it underneath. So if you have a look here, I've wrote the word dog, I've changed it to dogs, and I've drawn a picture of one dog, and then dogs to show that we've moved from singular to plural.